Broadband Stadium as the Leopards get set to take on the Nashville Scrappers. The Leopards just entering the field, and the Leopards again taking on, as we said, the Nashville Scrappers. Got Ron McNamara with me. Ron, Leopards will be kicking off to start this football game as Nashville won the toss and elected to receive.
Yeah, not only that, they were switching in, so it's, I think.
Well, the Leopards will be moving from our left to right.
Yes, which would normally...
Nashville set to take the opening kickoff. While we've got a chance to tell us today who is tonight's isolated player of the game, sponsored by Modern Care Medical.
The Modern Care ISO player tonight's going to be Trey Broughton, big number 50, the junior tackle, and he is good. We'll watch him.
Ron, what time is it?
It is showtime.
Jesus Torres set to kick off for Malvern as we get set for the opening kickoff of round 3 of the Way State High School playoff.
Nice noisy crowd here. It's kind of a late arriving crowd. Big contention of Scrappers, and we expect that Nashville tradition follows their teams, and we got a big bunch of Scrapper fans over there.
Jesus Torres set to kick off for Malvern as we get set to get this one underway. Nice long kick, going to be fielded at the 7-yard line across the 15.
Wow.
And tackle made at 20-yard line, and that's when Nashville will start first and 10.
You don't really have to look up to see who's down there. Once again, it's 34 Chikari Dupree, and we coaches talked about him, and he is just really on this. He runs this outside, runs the wing down, or the gunner, whatever you want to call him, but he's down there and on seems like every tackle.
Nashville comes out at their own 21-yard line, first and 10. Joel Hendry, the quarterback for Nashville, will start out in shotgun. 2 receivers to either side, 1 back in the backfield. Drop straight back, looking to throw. Screen pass underneath, complete at the 25 and up to the 29-yard line. So good gain on first down for Nashville.
Yeah, Scrappers like I got on a quick screen. He had some time, kept backing up and was able to dump it over, and the receiver got out to the outside to pick up about 8 yards, but Justin James was there.
Second down for Nashville. Hendry again working out a shotgun. Take the snap, give underneath.
Option.
Correction, fake to give underneath. They will get the first down now across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Had him turned, he's trying to come around this left side and turn back in against the grain, and once again, Kalen Burks there for a stop. Burks has really made a lot of tackles from that safety spot. This sophomore has just grown and grown and got bigger and bigger and better and better.
Scrappers come back to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Hendry takes the snap, give underneath, and tackle made immediately. No gain there.
Nothing there. Isaac Wright was all the right defensive ends all over that play before it really got developed, and hit him right there at the line of scrimmage, and brings up a long 2nd and 10 here for the Scrappers.
2nd and 10 for Nashville. Hendry again in shotgun. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to right, 2 to the left for Hendry. Looking to throw underneath. The pass is picked off by Malvern at the 45, the 40-yard line. Tackle made at the 37. Leopards come up with the big turnover early.
What a play right there. Number 43, Trent Block was back there, and I really don't know who hit the receiver as he got the ball. He bobbled it, knocked it up in the air, and then Trey was right there to grab it and returned it. It looks like about 8 yards, and nice play for the receiver was covered. The corner was there and the safety was there, and jarred the ball loose.
Malvern Leopards, first and 10. Wolford takes a snap, gives to Dupree up underneath, breaks a tackle, trying to get the outside. And he'll get to about the 35-yard line, gain of a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
Number 22, Chris Carroll for the Scrappers was in on that play. Just couldn't quite, DeCarry just couldn't quite get away from him and stopped him at the line of scrimmage. Scrappers will throw different defensive fronts at us, and looks like they're in that 4-man front right now, but they'll throw a stack and some other things too.
Warford working out a shotgun, brings a man in motion. That is Bedford. Now looking, throw underneath, pass complete. Bedford's got a man downfield. That's Marcel Bedford. That's Bryson Varnish to Marcel Bedford. Leopard score with 9:36 to go here in the first quarter.
Well, you know, I asked during the coach's show, Coach Fogman had anything new wrinkles for us. He said, well, something we haven't seen. Nice play. Pitch back to Bryson Barnes, and then Barnes takes the ball and hits him streaking Marcel Bedford down. Hits the guy about the 5-yard line, breaks the tackle. That's Torres on for the PAT. It is up. It is good. It is an early lead for these Leopards, 7-0, with 9:36 left here in the first quarter. We'll be back after this message.
Everybody wants to know, what is your favorite thing about Larry's Pizza in Malvern?
I don't know about you, but I like their fresh ingredients in their homemade pizzas.
Well, I like their all-you-can-eat buffets on Tuesday and Friday nights.
How many pepperonis are on one slice of pizza at Larry's?
About like 6 or 7.
Larry's Pizza in Malvern is open Tuesday through Sundays from 11 to 9 o'clock. Their buffets are on Tuesday and Friday nights at 5. We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Banking with FB&T is always a touchdown.
Hi folks, I'm Darrell Teeter and I support the Leopards all the way. You need to support the local talent and also the local businesses. And remember what Teeter says, the more we spend on our youth, the less we'll spend on presidents later. So let's keep the kids busy and keep them happy. Let's do our job and support and give the boys a great feeling and fill these bleachers full every night. So come to the ball game and come to Teeter's. We'll see you later.
Back at Claude Stadium, 7-0, Malvern leads after a 39-yard pass from Bryson Barnes to Marcel Bedford. Leopards capitalize on the turnover, and they're going to kick off to Nashville once again. 7-0, Malvern leads. Kick is off to the right side. It's going to go out of bounds. No,
Not. Holy cow, what a mistake by the Scrappers. Thought the ball was going to go out, and actually number 20 for the Scrappers did the right thing. He waited for the ball to go out, but it got down there and just died, Mike. Outstanding break for the Leopards. While I got a second, we expect something like this out of Nashville. They're always going to throw one or two kind of trick plays at you, but you don't expect one that quick out of Leopards. But with Fogelman, you never know what to expect. So great call, great play there with the Leopards to take that lead.
Here's a quick pass out to Bryson Barnes, who quickly got it out to Marcel Bedford. Now the Scrappers down 7-0, have the ball at their own 3-yard line. Hendry working out a shotgun, takes a snap, give underneath. Not much running room there, with the gain up to about the 5-yard line, so we'll call it a gain of a couple.
Once again, the ever active, the ever attacking Justin James in on the bottom of that pile. Short gain by the Scrappers, and Leopards get a 3 out here, put them in very good field position again.
2nd down and 8 for Nashville. Henry again working out a shotgun, takes a snap. Going to keep it himself. Up the middle, he'll get to about the 7-yard line, a gain of a couple more.
Looked like Henry wanted to run an option to his right, turned around, something was wrong, and he had to turn around to his left and run into traffic at the Leopards.
Bring up 3rd down for Nashville, 3rd down and 6. Hendry again working out a shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hendry looks to the sideline for instruction. Four-man front for Malvern. Henry throws far side, complete underneath. First down for Nashville.
Nice pass there by Henry under a little bit of pressure. Modern Carrier ISO player Trey Broughton was really closing in on him, but he had just enough time to hit the man out in his right flat and pick up about 6 yards, which was enough for the 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for Nashville. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Scrappers on the far hash mark as Henry sets up in shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to his left. Throws over the middle. Pass is picked off by the Leopard.
That's Justin James out there again. The Leopards are really dropping the linebackers in. The last 2 balls have been picked off by linebackers. That time Justin James. James, of course, Mike, has the speed and the ability to go back there and play a safety position.
Yeah, he does a great job. You've seen most of the time on run support, but does a great job dropping back in coverage as he did that time. And he'll give the Leopards the ball at the 40-yard line of Nashville. Already leading 7-0 and looking to add to it here.
I had noticed also in the previous play with that interception, they were back and Quante Walker back out. He's on a wideout out there, and we got man coverage, but looked like they were playing cover 2 on that one and James was back on his man.
Leopards come out with 2 receivers to either side, 1 man in the backfield to the right of Warford. They're bringing man more in motion. That's Bedford, and he'll get the swing pass near side, 40-yard line, and brought down at about the 38-yard line.
Just the opposite of what the scoring play they threw to Bedford, and Barnes was down the field, but I believe that was a Bedford run all the way after he caught the ball.
Gain of a couple on the play. It's 2nd and 8 for Malvern. Justin James comes into the ball game for Malvern. Marcel Bedford going to get a rest.
We used to think of James as a blocking back, but they're using him as a running back and receiver and everything now.
Twins left, split right. Warford turns, gives Tim Hartman right up the middle. He'll get inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. Bring up 3rd down for Malvern.
Looks like Malvern's going to face about a 3rd and 3.5, 4-yard line, 4 here.
Like we may have a flag on the far side of the field, possibly a sideline warning.
Yeah, they'll drop a flag on that first and give them a sideline warning. And
3rd down for Malvern, 3rd down and about 5, a little over 5.
they're going to move it. They're going to set the stakes now at about, looks like about 3.5 or 4. Looks like right at 4 to me, don't you think, Mike? 3.5?
3.5, 4 yards. Warford takes a snap, gives right side to Dupree. Dupree inside the 30 and to the 28-yard line. They're going to spot him about the 29. That'll be a 1st down for Malvern.
Ja'Carry Dupree, Ja'Carry goes out there to his right. Looks like a play that's going to go for nothing and just waits for his blocks and waits for that seam. And once again, just sticks his nose through there, runs through there and picks up a big 1st down for the Leopards.
1st and 10 for Malvern. They come out, trips left, split right. Warford working out a shotgun, has Dupree set up to his right. Looking to throw, right side Dupree underneath the 30. Dupree going to be buried there at the 30-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play.
I don't expect to, I will not be surprised if the Leopards go deeper in this series or the next series. They run that flat 3 times, completed every one of them, and each time we've had a wide out. That time it was Bryson Barnes back in behind the safeties.
2nd down, 12 for Malvern. As Warford turns, gives to Dupree, trying to find the corner. Dupree at the 30, and he'll be buried there right at the line of scrimmage. Bring up 3rd down and 11 for Malvern.
Nice play, run right to left for the linebackers. Jacoby Crow, 11th grade linebacker, number 24 for the Scrappers, came across the field, and they actually had him running sideline to sideline, and big 3rd down here for the Leopards.
Malvern needing to get inside the 20. Warford escapes pressure, looking to run. Inside the 30, gets a block at the 20. He's inside the 18-yard line, and that'll be another Leopard first down.
I tell you what, Austin knew where the sideline was, knew where he had to go. Tight roped it right there and just got inside that, looked like the 18-yard line. Enough for a big first and big 12-yard gain. And once again, Wolford shows that he's not only got a great arm, he's got great feet.
First and 10 for Malvern. 5:47 to go here in the first quarter. The Leopards leading 7-0 as they break the huddle at the 17-yard line of Nashville. Twins right, split left. Warford working out a shotgun. Has one man set to his left. Swing pass far side. And that is Dupree. Dupree buried at the 20-yard line. Loss of about a yard, made 2 on the play.
Once again, the Leopards swing it out, only they go out to their left this time instead of the right. And the coaches have seen something they like on that play, and that one actually lost a couple yards, but a couple blocks out there on that, and you got a man one-on-one that can go a long ways.
Second down 12 for Malvern at the 20-yard line of Nashville. Warford working out a shotgun, trips right, split left. Warford takes, going to keep it himself. Off the middle, Warford. Big gain inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Pick up of about 6 on the play. He'll lead the Leopards with third and about 2.
Looked like he picked up, 7 or 8 because we were second and 12. Anyway, what a good belly series into Ja'Carry Dupree going in there, pulled the ball out at the last second when the linebackers closed in on 34 and ran it himself. Nice play by Austin.
Warford again working out a shotgun. Twins right, split left. Give this Dupree, left side Dupree. Dupree escapes the tackle. He's inside the 5. He's got the first down.
Touch, what a run.
Touchdown Malvern, and the Leopards have got a 2-touchdown lead as they get set for the extra point.
I didn't see the call. There's a bunch of Malvern fans over in the concession stand over on the other side, and they've all got their hands up. He has stop, spun, an outstanding run by Ja'Carry Dupree, and puts the Leopards up with a 13-0 lead. Jesus back to kick the ball down. The kick is up. It is good. We're 14-0 early in this ball game, Mike.
14-0. Leopards lead. 4:19 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Malvern Leopard football.
Are plumbing problems too big for you to handle? Call Pure Flow Plumbing for all types of plumbing needs. Call us at 501-467-0095. We're open from 8 to 4:30, and we are available 24 hours for emergencies. Pure Flow Plumbing says, "Go Leopards!"
We are going to have a look in Dr. Deaver's office. Here is his friendly staff. Oh look, it's the Leopard!
I'm pulling for the Leopards. We're going to drill the opponents.
For all your dental needs, call Stephen Eifert, DDS at 501-337-9559. No person or animal was harmed in the making of this commercial.
Go Leopards!
Back at Claude Stadium, where the Leopards now have a 14-0 lead. 4:19 to go here in the first quarter as the Leopards get set to kick off. Jesus Torres set to kick off for Malvern. Gets the ball away. Nice long kick, going to be fielded at the 9. Across the 15, the 20, 25. And tackle made up at the 33-yard line. That's where Nashville will start first and 10.
Nice return there by number 25, the 11th grader, Ja'Carry Gaines. Gets the Scrappers out of the hole a little bit. They'll start, about the 32.
14-0 lead for Malvern here early in this ball game.
Both touchdowns are a result of interceptions.
Nashville comes back out. Twins either side. Henry again working out a shotgun. Will have one man set up to his left. Turns, fakes the give, throw, far side, complete. Up, over, across the 40 to the 41-yard line. It's going to be about a yard shy of the first.
Nashville continues to like to throw that little flat slant, out in the flat, and they've had success with it. They've picked up 7-8 yards every time they've been able to connect on it.
Second down the yard. Hendry turns, gives to his tailback. He's hit right along the line of scrimmage, and they're going to give you enough room for the first down on forward progress to be up to just shy of the 44-yard line.
Mason Morgan was in there on the stop, the original stop, and then Trey Broughton was right there to finish up. We have a scrapper down.
We got a player down the field. We're going to take a short break. 3:42 to go in this ball game. Malvern leads 14-0. You're listening to Malvern Leopard football.
Let me get this straight. My free checking is only free now if I use my debit card 28 times a month? I don't think so. Time to switch. Malvern National Bank has true free checking with mobile and online banking, plus a free MasterCard debit card. I don't have to keep a minimum balance, no gimmicks. So I switched to Malvern National. Let's get serious. I'm not paying $7 a month for checking when I get it free at Malvern National. Malvern National Bank. Free checking, no gimmicks. That's what I want.
Back at Claude Mann Stadium, Leopards leading 14-0, and Scrappers have the ball, 1st and 10, up across the 43, almost the 44-yard line.
You know, the Scrappers have moved the ball some each series they've had. They've just had the mistakes on the interceptions.
Hendry working out a shotgun, face to give, swing pass underneath. The Leopards there, and tackle made up at the 48-yard line. Pick up of about 4 on the play.
This is that spread that if you've seen Nashville over the years, they spread it out. They want to throw it out, get one of the wideouts, either a wideout or one of the backs, one-on-one with the linebacker or the corner, and hope to gain something out of it.
Second down 6 for Nashville. Twins right, split left. Hendry again working out a shotgun. Going to run the option, and Hendry going to be buried in the backfield, back at the 46-yard line.
Trey Broughton was all over that play. Then he got a little bit of help with Quantity Walker turning him back around, and then all of a sudden there shows up old Corky. Colton Welch, the big old Colton Welch is right there to finish it and brings up a 3rd and 7 here with the Scrappers still in their own territory.
Hendry working out a shotgun, alone in the backfield, trips right, Twins left. Left throw, under pressure, and Hendry's going to be buried back inside the 40. We'll see where they spot him back at the 37-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, Trent Block come off of this corner on moved him up from his linebacker up there just outside the line of scrimmage, and he came on and he had a full blitz on the other side. But on the other side, Devin Kirk, the junior 220-pound defensive end, had whipped his guy, and he was coming around the other way, and there was absolutely nowhere for Henry to go.
4th and long for Nashville as they set up to punt. One man coming on late for the Scrappers. 10 seconds on the play clock. Good snap. Kick is away. Blocked by Malvern. Blocked by Malvern and covered up at the 29-yard line, and that's where the Leopards are going to get the football.
Well, once again, Scarborough's group and Freer's group, the great play there. The Leopards have been close all season, Mike, at getting one blocked, and they really had the pressure. And I know that Broughton was through there, and I really couldn't see who got the hands on it, but they had pressure all over them.
Buck 35 to go here in the first half. The first quarter. Leopards leading 14-0, looking to add to it here. One receiver to either side. Wolford working out a shotgun. Fakes the give, rolls out to his right, throws, got a man at the 15, the 10. That is Holden inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line.
Boy, I tell you what, they send that big old tight end out across there, and they run the corners and linebackers out. He breaks across there, and Dalton's just a huge target through there, great speed, and made a big gain for the Leopards.
Ball down to the 8 is where they spot it. One man split to either side. Wolford again working out a shotgun. Turns, gives. Hardiman up the middle. Hardiman inside the 10 down to about the 2-yard line. That'll leave the Leopards with 2nd and goal.
I thought Hardeman was actually going to score then. He really got close, and of course the kid's tall, and when he fell down, I thought he was going to get closer to the goal line there, but we'll take 2nd too.
2nd down and goal from the 2-yard line. Twins left for the Leopards. Hardeman set up to Wolfer's right. He's working kind of shotgun. Takes a snap, gives. Again, wasn't really Hardeman. Nothing there that time, as Hardeman's dropped for a slight loss back to the 3.
Looked like Trevor Muldrow, defensive end 10th grader. The Scrappers wear those white shirts like the Leopards do on the road, and they've got the numbers. They must have been made by the same people, because we're having as much trouble picking up the Scrapper numbers as we do the Leopards when they're on the field, on the road and they're white.
I formation for Malvern. Turn, give to Hardeman. Right side. Hardeman towards the goal line. He is just shy, just outside the goal line. And that's going to leave the Leopards with 3rd and goal as we come to the end of the first quarter. Leopards leading this one 14-0. You're listening to Malvern Leopard football.
For 40 years, people have been coming to Western Sizzling for one thing: our flame-kissed steaks. Slow cooked, flame-kissed from the top and seared from the bottom to lock in the flavor. Topped off with our famous gold dust seasoning. It's what makes the difference. Flame-kissed, the definition of great steaks.
Gotta get to Western Sizzling. Yeah.
I like working at Sykes because I get to help people. Helping people is a big part of what I'm about, what I like to do.
I like working at Sykes because it's a good learning environment and everybody is just wonderful. They work with you, everybody's nice, it's just a good place to work.
We'll see you at Sykes.
Back at Quadman Stadium, Leopards leading 14-0, looking to add to their lead. Ryan and I thought it was 3rd down, they're showing 4th down on the scoreboard, and it's not like our scoreboard crew to be wrong.
And I got the 4th down marker up over there. I'm trying to think of the series. Hardeman, and
yes, it is 4th down.
Yes, it is.
Leopards come up, 4th down and goal to goal from about the 2-yard line. Hardeman working out of the eye. Warford under center. Give is to Hardeman. Left side. Hardeman is in for the touchdown.
Leopards take a 20-0 lead in a ball game here that the defense is just completely dominated, and then you get that defense going. You give the ball over to the offense, Mike, and the offense takes advantage of every bit of Jesus back for the punt, the PAT. Golden holding ball is down. Kick is up, and it is good. Leopards lead this one 21-0 early in the 2nd quarter. We'll be back after this.
This is Darcy with Modern Care Medical Sales and Rentals in Malvern. We are conveniently located in the Doctor's Complex by the Hot Spring County Hospital. Come by and see our large inventory of power chairs, lift chairs, wheelchairs, scooters, diabetic supplies, oxygen supplies, CPAP, braces, and supports. We are locally owned and operated with patient service and satisfaction as our #1 priority. Please come and see us or call us at 501-337-9503.
Back at Quadman Stadium, Leopards leading 21-0. As Jesus Torres is set to kick for Malvern. 2-yard run from Tim Hardeman gives the Leopards the 21-0 lead. Torres gets the kick away. High kick going to be fielded at the 14-yard line, across the 20, 30-yard line. Big return for Nashville, as they'll get across the 45 to the 46, and that's where they will start 1st and 10. Nice play there. The kickoff return man for the Scrapper found just enough of a seam and went up through there and did a really good job of following his blockers, and the Leopards finally dragged him down at the, like Mike said, the 46-yard line in their own territory. First
facing first and 10, trailing this one, Mike, 21-0.
11:50 to go here in the first half as Scrappers come out. Hendry working out a shotgun. Twins to either side. Takes snap, give underneath. Big run across midfield. Up inside the Malvern 40 to the 38-yard line. It'll be a first and 10 for Nashville.
Well, the thing you cannot do about this Scrapper team, you got a 3-touchdown lead, but I'm going to tell you something. You got to have to play some hard-nosed football against these guys because they know what winning's all about, and they're not panicking down 21-0 at all.
Hendry again working out a shotgun. Twins to either side. Hendry going to keep it off the right side. Breaks a tackle inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. Pick up a 5. Leave the Scrappers with second down and 5.
Once again, like I said in that last series, the Scrappers have moved the ball quite a bit. The Leopards, of course, forcing the punt on that last series and getting a partial block on it.
Correction, make that second down and 6. Hendry again working out a shotgun. Twins right, split left. As Hendry works out a shotgun, takes a snap, give underneath. Underneath. It's a fumble, and the Leopards make the tackle back at the 37-yard line.
Boy, I tell you what, Mason Morgan, Trey Broughton were all over that pitch at that option out there, and it's something that Nashville had a little success with us the last time going wide on that pitch wide, but not that time.
Lead the Scrappers with third down and 9 as they come to the line of scrimmage. Looking at trips left, split right. Hendry again working out a shotgun. Looking to throw, looking to his left. Under some pressure, now lets it go. Pass complete. Leopards make the stop for a loss.
Well, that was outstanding coverage. The guy, Henry had nobody to go through. The only guy he got a young man going from his right to left across the field, but right there shadowing him was Quanty Walker. As soon as the ball got there, Walker was all over it, and great coverage by the Leopards.
Fourth down and 11, and Scrapper's going to go for it here. Now they drop their kicker back. He's going to pooch punt. Bounds at the 17. Will be down at the 14-yard line. Malvern's going to get the ball there. 9:48 to go here in the first half. Leopards leading 21-0.
Yeah, this is the worst field position the Leopards have had. Thanks to the defense. Nice stop there by the Leopards. The Nashville Scrappers had picked up the first down and moved the ball a little bit, but then the Leopard defense just stiffens.
Leopards come out first and 10. Ball at their own 13-yard line.
There he goes.
Wolford off the right side, gets over the 15 up to about the 18-yard line.
I thought Wolford was gone for a long ways there, and really an outstanding play by the middle linebacker for the Scrappers to come over and stop him for a 5-yard gain. I thought he was gone for a ways, Mike.
Leaves the Leopards with a second down and 6. Pick up a 4 on the play. Twins to either side now as Wolford sets up in shotgun. Has the free set up to his right, turns and drops straight back. Under some pressure and ducks away from one man. Now on the run across the 20-yard line. He'll get across up to the 21. It will leave the Leopards with a third down and a couple, maybe 3.
Well, the Leopards had Javonte Jones and Desjardins going deep on that one. But quite honestly, the Scrappers had really, really good man-to-man coverage on him, and Austin didn't have anywhere to go to the ball. Had plenty of time to throw it, but just made a good, smart move. Took off and picked up a couple for Malvern.
Tim Hardiman into the ball game for Malvern. He'll set up to Wolford's left, and Dupree is set up to his right. Twins right, split left. Wolford looking to throw, near side now. Looking along the near sidelines, got a Hardiman and throws it out of bounds. It's going to bring up fourth down for Malvern, and the fourth down they'll see tonight.
Yeah, that one threw it in some coverage and got away from him, and he's trying to hit Hardman streaking down here on the sideline here in front of us at about the 40, between the 50 and the Leopard, the Scrapper 45, little ball outside, so the Leopards will be forced to punt.
Colton Welch on the kick from Malvern. 8:18 to go here in the first half. First time Malvern's punted tonight. Return man for Nashville sets up at his own 43-yard line. Welch gets a good snap, gets the kick away.
Big punt.
Bounds at the 44-yard line, goes out of bounds. And they will spot this at the 37-yard line of Nashville.
Nice coverage down there. The lane Purifoy running the out route back there. He was all over it and did a good job there.
See, we can run through this real quick. The schools participating in this football game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association, as authorized by their school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern the participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. We'll come back to that in just a moment. Joel Hendry set up in shotgun. Turns, give. First man through. He's going to get to the 40-yard line, so pick up a 4-4 Nashville run. Let me see if I can finish this real quick. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football game, is a voluntary nonprofit educational association with some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. Henry looking throw left side. Pass completes. Got the first down for Nashville up to the 40, almost the 48-yard line. Let me see if I can finish this real quick. I have no idea what it was. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable for high school youth. I've got one more paragraph after this play. AAA asks us to read this every game. Why, I don't know. Nor do I care. Give. Fake the give. Throw underneath. Pass complete. Midfield. Wow. Leopards right there. So gain of a couple on the play. And that will leave the Scrappers just inside midfield. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation.
A couple plays ago, Mike, I tell you what, they were really close to losing the pick six. Kwani Walker and that pass they completed for the first and 10. Walker had it and just couldn't quite get his hands up on it. And nice play here by the Leopards on first and 10 on a run play. So we're still 21-0 Leopards, 7-11 left here in the first half.
Second and 8 for Nashville. Henry takes the snap, takes the give, rolling to his right, has some pressure. Henry running now and is going to be dropped about a yard shy of the first down. They'll put him around the 44-yard line, and it will leave Nashville with the third and about a yard.
Henry did an excellent job that time, an excellent job of picking up an extra 3 or 4 yards after he's hit with spinning and keeping those legs moving.
Henry working out a shotgun, going to keep it up the middle. Henry has the first down up across the 40-yard line, and that's where the Leopards will make the stop, as they'll spot this one at about 39, 6:34 to go in this first half.
Once again, the Scrappers have had some success moving the ball. They're down inside Leopard territory at the Leopard 39 with the first and 10, and each time they've done this, something's happened. That Malvern defense has stepped up and slapped them.
Ball spotted just inside the Malvern 40-yard line as Henry looks the sideline for the signal. And now it looks like Tashawn Green's going to take the snap for Nashville. We're going to keep it right up the middle, and Tashawn Green, is going to be hit and dropped at the 38. So pickup of about a yard on the play to leave Nashville with second. Well, they're going to give them a 2-yard gain, so they'll make it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, it's Sean Green, that kid they were talking about. They're going to try to use him everywhere that they can, and they had him there and actually had Henry out in the wide out, but Henry's back in the quarterback position.
Working out a shotgun, looking to his left, throws far side complete. Just shy of the 30-yard line is where the tackle is made, and it's going to be about a yard shy of the first. So lead Nashville with a 30 yard.
Once again, they're running that little out that they've got a wide out on a linebacker, and the linebacker's there, but they're still picking up nice yardage on it.
3rd down and 1 for Nashville. 5:19 to go here in this first half. Henry working out a shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it right up the middle. He's got the first down and more as Henry works his way down to the 15-yard line. That'll give Nashville a 1st and 10. We've got a player down on the field. We're going to take a break right here. 5:05 to go here in the first half. Malvern leading 21-0.
You believe this? My bank sends me this letter saying I don't have free checking anymore, and now I gotta pay $8 a month. Forget them. Malvern National Bank has free checking, and I switched. Why not? Free mobile and online banking, a free MasterCard debit card, free e-statements, write all the checks I want, free. No minimum balance. Get serious, I'm not paying some bank $8 a month for checking when I get the same thing at Malvern National for free. There's free checking at Malvern National Bank, and that's what I want.
I like working at Sykes because I get to help people. Helping people is a big part of what I'm about, what I like to do.
I like working at Sykes because it's a good learning environment and everybody is just wonderful. They work with you, everybody's nice, it's just a good place to work.
We'll see you at Sykes.
Back at Cardman Stadium, 1st and 10 for Nashville. Ball at the Malvern, 15-yard line. Leopards leading 21-0.
This is the deepest threat that Nashville's been in inside the 15-yard line in Leopard territory.
Henry working out a shotgun. Twins to either side. Looking, throw. Looking to his right. Throws over the middle. Pass incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Justin James is looking to his left instead of his right. He's got another interception. And Justin knew he's slapping his hands together. Once again, I'd like to take this opportunity here, remind you, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, Saturday afternoon, Channel 13 Suddenlink. Watch the replay of this Leopard football game, and we thank the hard work that Steve and Mary Laverne do making this possible, along with our friends at Suddenlink. And these are outstanding pictures.
2nd down and 10 for Nashville. Henry gives underneath. Big run for Nashville, and they're going to get on the scoreboard with 4:52 to go here in the first half from 15 yards out.
Yeah, they split our interior lineman and froze the line and sealed off a linebacker. And nice run. I believe that's number 25, wasn't it? Jakiri Gaines, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's correct. Jakiri Gaines, rather. On the carry. Nashville set up for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick's away, and it's blocked. It is blocked, so the score will remain 21-6. Malvern will be back in just a moment.
Everybody wants to know, what is your favorite thing about Larry's Pizza in Malvern?
I don't know about you, but I like their fresh ingredients in their homemade pizzas.
Well, I like their all-you-can-eat buffets on Tuesday and Friday nights.
How many pepperonis are on one slice of pizza at Larry's?
About like 6 to 7.
Larry's Pizza in Malvern is open Tuesday through Sundays from 11 to 9 o'clock. Their buffets are on Tuesday and Friday nights at 5.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Back at Cardman Stadium, where the Leopards lead the Nashville Scrappers 21-6. Nashville scoring on a 15-yard run just before we left, and Jakiri Gaines on the carry, picking up the touchdown. Extra point was blocked. I believe was that Trey Broughton?
No, that was Devin Kirk that was all over it. Big old 54 come flying in there, and
so Nashville set up to kick nonetheless. 4:52 to go here in the first half. Malvern would like to add their lead before they go to the locker room. high kick towards the near sideline. It's going to go out of bounds at about the about the 18-yard line. And so Malvern will get the ball at 35. Good field position to start this next drive.
Nice play, nice heads-up play there by Kaylin Burke. She's right there by the ball, could have caught it, but he let it bounce and watched it go out of bounds. And Leopards will like it. Mike says take over on their own 35. 4:52 left here in the first half. The Leopards lead this one 21-6.
Leopard offense comes back out. 1st and 10 at the 35. We got a 21-6 lead. Tim Hardman's going to set up to Warford's left. Twins left, split right for Malvern. Official gets the ball set, and Malvern set now on 1st and 10. Warford turns, gives to Hardman. Hardman up across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Pick up over a yard. Will leave the Leopards with 2nd and 1.
Hardman got kind of tangled up with his, looked like his left guard as he's coming through there, and as he just stumbled a little bit, there was a scrapper there to put the stop on him.
2nd and 9 for Malvern. Gain of actually less than a yard for the Leopards. Give near side Dupree across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Dupree made a lot of yardage that time by going out and actually putting some extra effort in a situation that could have been a little bit worse than that, but nonetheless picked up positive yardage. The Leopards face 3rd and 4 here at their own 41-yard line, and with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the first half, leading this one 21-16. Wolford back,
looking to take the snap. Now steps away, looks to the sideline. Now takes a snap, looking to throw, far side, Barnes, and pass goes incomplete. Going to leave the Leopards with a 4th down.
Yeah, I had a little bit of heat on that one, and had it right there, but Barnes just couldn't quite come down with it. And once again, these Leopards are forced to punt with and give the ball back over to Nashville here late in the first half. Colton Welch back punt, single safety back for the Nashville Scrappers.
Welch going to set up at about the 27-yard line. Takes a snap slowly, feels it cleanly off a hop, and gets away a great punt. Bounds, hit, and picked up by the Scrappers across the 40-yard line.
That's why you really got to be alert on special teams. The ball bounced, and the Leopard defender figured that he was not going to take it or whatever, and the kid picks it up and returns it for almost 30 yards.
So Nashville looking to get back in this one with 3:14 to go here in the first half. Got a little bit of momentum, Ron.
Yeah, well, the Leopards, they caught the Leopards. It's kind of tough when you go out 21-0 here early in the ball game, and to keep the intensity up. A good stop here is what the Leopards need to do.
Give up the middle, not much running room, maybe a couple for Nashville. Lead the Scrappers with 2nd, and we'll call it 9.
Justin James, of course, again on the bottom of that pile, sticking his nose in there and making tackles.
Scrappers come out. Henry working out a shotgun. Throw near side, complete, 35. And down to the 31-yard line. That'll be a 1st down for Nashville.
That's one thing that Nashville's always done. They've run this spread, they run the slants. They can move the ball and they can score on you quick. And the Leopards need to stiffen up here and protect this lead a little bit.
1st and 10 for Nashville. Henry takes the snap, gives to his running back. He'll get to the 30-yard line. Gain of a yard and a half on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 8.
Well, he couldn't get away from Dezier Don, it's easy for me to say that. And, of course, Mason Morgan was in there, too.
Gain of a yard on the play, 2nd and 9. Trips left, split right. As Henry again works out a shotgun. Looking to his left, throws, pass is complete. Up near the first down marker, tackle made at about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, they found that play that they like real well. They're running the wideouts down and doing a slant and a down and out, and that leaves the man coming out of the backfield with one-on-one coverage with the linebacker, and Nashville likes that. They've had success with it.
3rd down and a yard. Henry now backs away. Give up the middle, and the Scrappers are going to get the first down there. And Nashville can cut this one down if they can get in the end zone to a one-score lead. Malvern defense has been very tough all year. Being called on again. It's 1st and 10 for Nashville. Give underneath. Well, another big game for the Scrappers inside the 10 down to the 7-8-yard line.
Yeah, 1:17 left here in the half, and the Scrappers are really, this is what we kept telling you about this Nashville team. You can't give up, or you just can't get them down. I mean, they're down 3 touchdowns and threatening to cut it just to 1.
Minute 17 to go in the ball game.
Scrappers have they taken a timeout? Yes. Well, they're going to measure. I'm sorry.
Measure here, and that one.
They gave the quarterback a nice roll on that one.
It's 1st and 10 for Nashville after the chains come out. Ball at the 7-yard line. The Leopards trying to protect this 15-point lead. Henry again working out a shotgun as Green set up to his right. Turns, gives to Green, up the middle. Green trying to bounce it outside, and he'll be stopped up near the 5-yard line. Gain of a couple on the play.
Nashville takes one of their 3 remaining timeouts.
We'll take a break as well. 1:03 to go here in this football game. In this first half, rather. Malvern leads 21-6. You're listening to Malvern Leopard football.
Let me get this straight. My free checking is only free now if I use my debit card 28 times a month? I don't think so. Time to switch. Malvern National Bank has true free checking with mobile and online banking, plus a free MasterCard debit card. I don't have to keep a minimum balance, no gimmicks. So I switched to Malvern National. Let's get serious. I'm not paying $7 a month for checking when I get it free at Malvern National. Malvern National Bank. Free checking, no gimmicks. That's what I want.
Banking with FB&T is always a touchdown.
Back at Cardinal Stadium, the Leopards leading 21-6 and trying to hold on to that lead as Nashville threatening to score here late in the half. When the Scrappers come back out, they're going to have it. 2nd and goal from the 5. Scrappers offense comes back out as we await the Malvern defense. 1:03 to go here in the first half. Malvern defense comes back out onto the field. Henry working out a shotgun, full backfield for the Scrappers. Looking to throw. Far corner and broke it up out there. Javante Jones on the coverage for Malvern. Ron had been pushed off, but they didn't call a play, didn't pull an offensive push off. Javante did an excellent job staying with him, turned around, found the ball, and knocked it loose. Third and goal from the 5. Henry working out a shotgun. Takes a snap. Gives Green right side. Green's going to be in the end zone. And the Nashville Scrappers.
This is something we haven't seen for a long while. The offensive line for Nashville has had their way with the front four of these Leopards these last three series, and I mean that's right over the heart of that Leopard defense that's been so good. I mean, they just lined up and pushed them out of the way and scored.
Nashville going for one here. Good snap, good hold. The kick's away, and it is good. So that's going to leave this game now at 21-13. 54 seconds to go here in the first half. Malvern leads. You're listening to Malvern Leopard football.
For 40 years, people have been coming to Western Sizzling for one thing: our flame-kissed steaks. Slow cooked, flame-kissed from the top and seared from the bottom to lock in the flavor. Topped off with our famous gold dust seasoning. It's what makes the difference. Flame-kissed, the definition of great steaks.
Gotta get to Western Sizzling. Yeah.
Back at Claude Mann Stadium, it's a 21-13 lead for Malvern. And after a more than promising start to this football game for the Leopards run, it broke out to a 21-0 lead. Nashville's come back and made this a game.
Yeah, old Mo decided he wanted to get on the white and black instead of the orange and black, and Leopards just need to go in here at protect this lead, this 8-point lead at halftime, and regroup and get back out here and play like they did in that first quarter.
2 men deep for Malvern as Nashville gets set to kick off again. 54 seconds to go here in the first half. Kick is away, going to be fielded at the 16-yard line, across the 20, 30-yard line. That's where the Leopards will get started. The ball is going to be spotted at the 31. .49 seconds to go here in the half.
Yeah, the Leopards need to, don't know what Fogelman will do. Whether he'll try to, you never know with Coach Fogelman.
Trips right, split left. Warford working out a shotgun, has Hardiman set up to his right. Going to give to Hardiman, right up the middle. Hardiman across the 30 up to the 33-yard line. Gain of a couple on the play, leaving the Leopards with 2nd and 8. 35 seconds to go as the clock continues to run. Twins to either side now. Warford alone in the backfield, or almost alone in the backfield. He's got Hardiman set up to his left. Looking throw, near side, pass complete. Javante Jones across the 40-yard line. He'll be just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, it looks like spotted him right at the 40. He needed to get to the 41, so it brings up a 3rd down for the Leopards. 3rd and, less than a yard, and 18.7 seconds left here in the first half of a ball game with two stories. 2 different quarters.
Forward this time. Fakes to give, going to keep. Right side, across midfield at the 45. And he goes down with 11 seconds to go in the half. He goes down at about the 43-yard line.
Coach Fogelman has called timeout with 11:5 left here. You might see him head to the end zone with 1 or 2.
They might as well take a shot. 11 seconds to go in the half.
Got a flag down.
I missed the signal.
I did too. Must have, what it was, I saw an obvious hold out there that I guess they called it. Leopard actually turned. I didn't see the flag. Wondered have we got by with it, because he he turned the kid around down there about the 46, 47-yard line.
He was holding against Malvern, and that's going to leave the Leopards with 3rd down and a yard after the timeout. We'll go ahead and stay with it now, as the Leopards will have at least one more play. Both teams with 2 timeouts left in the half. Leopards leading 21-13. It was a 21-0 lead, but Nashville's come back and made a game of it here in the second quarter.
Nashville's got their safety 22, 23 yards off the line of scrimmage. Not going to let the Leopards get anything behind him.
Wolford takes a snap, looking to throw. Left side, pass is incomplete. He was looking for Marcel Bedford. Wow, 7.6 seconds left on the clock. 4th down. It looks like the Malvern offense may go ahead and stay on the field. No, they're going to go ahead and punt it. And Welch will set up the kick for Malvern. Remind you that Nashville won the opening toss. They elected to receive. So Malvern will get the ball to start the second half.
Which be a good thing. It'd been nice if we could have got some kind of points on the board here to end the first, to answer the last 2 touchdowns from these Nashville Scrappers.
Welch gets the kick away. High kick. And it's going to be covered at the 35 with 1/10 of a second left on the clock. Nashville's going to get 1 play.
Looked like we might get rough in the kicker, but the referee was back there and actually signaled that the ball was tipped. So I'm going to tell you something. This is as good a visiting crowd that we've had here from anywhere in the conference or anywhere close. The visitor stands are full of Nashville Scrappers over there.
We got a timeout on the field. We're going to take a break as well. I'm not sure that ball didn't hit a scrapper. We'll figure it out in the break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to Malvern Leopard football.
Everybody wants to know, what is your favorite thing about Larry's Pizza in Malvern?
I don't know about you, but I like their fresh ingredients in their homemade pizzas.
Well, I like their all-you-can-eat buffets on Tuesday and Friday nights.
How many pepperonis are on one slice of pizza at Larry's?
About like 6 to 7.
Larry's Pizza in Malvern is open Tuesday through Sundays from 11 to 9 o'clock. Their buffets are on Tuesday and Friday nights at 5.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Hi folks, I'm Darryl Teeter and I support the Leopards all the way. You need to support the local talent and also the local businesses. And remember what Teeter says, the more we spend on our youth, the less we'll spend on presidents later. So let's keep the kids busy and keep them happy. Let's do our job and support and give the boys a great feeling and fill these bleachers full every night. So come to the ball game and come to Teeter's. We'll see you later.
Back at Claude Stadium, the Leopards are going to have the football with 1/10 of a second left.
All on that, the ball actually touched the scrapper, and the Leopards were playing heads-up enough football to get the ball back.
Safety's playing about 20 yards off. Wolford under pressure, and he is going to be dropped for a loss. That is going to end the half. The Leopards go to the locker room with an 8-point lead. Sounds good. Could have been better as they had a 21-point lead earlier in the ball game.
Boy, I tell you, our offensive line looked like they weren't ready, and they just let the Scrappers pour in on Wolford. So probably make some adjustments and have some momentum-building speeches at halftime. You reckon, Mikey?
Could be. This is a Nashville team that's used to winning. And they're going to go to the locker room down 8 points. Malvern's going to watch the Scrappers go in the end zone. We'll take a break right here. 21-13, Malvern leads. We are at halftime.
I like working at Sykes because I get to help people. Helping people is a big part of what I'm about, what I like to do.
I like working at Sykes because it's a good learning environment and everybody is just wonderful. They work with you, everybody's nice. It's just a good place to work.
We'll see you at Sykes.
Back at Claude Stadium, we get set for the second half of play, and Malvern will be taking the second half kickoff. Kalen Burks, one of the up men for Malvern. Actually, he's going deep along with
Brooks has been deep on the punts and the kickoff with the pre. They just keep using Kalen in some many different places. He's just really developed into one heck of a football player. Got a good bloodline though. His daddy was a heck of a Leopard. That'd be Jason Brooks if you don't know, for those that don't know.
21-13 Malvern leads as we get set for the second half kickoff. Kick is away, high short kick, fielded at the 20-yard line. Bedford on the return, across the 30, 35. Will be run out of bounds, or drug out of bounds, about the 36-yard line. And Malvern will get good field position to start 1st and 10.
Yeah, the Leopards go ahead and take the offensive side of the ball here and see if we can't get something going offensively here to start this second half. If you just joined us, second half just underway. The Leopards lead this one 21-13.
Malvern offense coming out and going to try to reestablish themselves. Shakiri Dupree coming into the ball game. They'll set up to the left. Hardeman set up to the right of Warford. Twins right, split left. Warford takes a snap, gives Dupree up the middle. Dupree up to about the 39-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. It's 2nd and 6. Pick up a 3, I guess. We'll call it 2nd and 7. Hardman coming out of the game for Malvern. Jones split the far side. Barnes split to the near side. Warford under center. Pitch near side. And tackle made for a loss back at the 36-yard line.
Well, the Leopards really couldn't help the run into that. They didn't know what they was running into. The Scrappers come out with a 3-man front, and basically what they've got there looked like they're running 3 hybrid linebackers or whatever, and that play coming to the left, the outside linebacker just ran right back in on it, and big third down conversion here for the Leopards. They need to convert this one and keep the ball moving.
Barnes and Don go split to the far side. Jones and Bedford split the near side. Looking throw is Warford, escapes from pressure. At the 30-yard line, and he'll be dropped back to 29 to bring up 4th and long for Malvern. They're going to have to punt off this opening series.
Yeah, that's just what the Scrapper coaches and fans over there wanted. They wanted a 3-and-out from the Leopards, and their defense has set the tone for the second half, how they're going to play. So we're going to punt to them and see how the Leopard defense decides they want to handle this second half.
D-man for Nashville sets up at his 34-yard line. Now he moves up to the 36. Colton Welch set the kick for Malvern.
Hi folks, I'm Darrell Teeter and I support the Leopards all the way. You need to support the local talent and also the local businesses. And remember what Teeter says, the more we spend on our youth, the less we'll spend on presidents later. So let's keep the kids busy and keep them happy. Let's do our job and support and give the boys a great feeling and fill these bleachers full every night. So come to the ball game and come to Teeter's. We'll see you later.
We are going to have a look in Dr. Ever's office. Here is his friendly staff. Oh look, it's the Leopard!
I'm pulling for the Leopards. We're going to drill the opponents.
For all your dental needs, call Stephen Efer, DDS at 501-337-9559. No person or animal was harmed in the making of this commercial.
Go Leopards!
Right at 6 minutes left here in the third quarter in a fast-moving ball game.
21-13, Malvern leading, looking to hold on to that lead. Henry going to work out a shotgun. One receiver set out to either side.
They still don't have the tailback called that. They saw something in the Malvern defense they didn't like. They called that 25, called that timeout real quick, and it looks to me like they're still looking over here, and they got to start that 25. So, I guess Well, we're talking to the referee. Coach Fogelman's having a visit with the referee about something.
Again, 3rd down and 5 for Nashville to Malvern 8-yard line. Henry working out a shotgun. Twins right, split left. Green set up to his left. Now the referee going back in. Not sure.
He's talking to the quarterback.
We may have a problem with the 25-second clock.
They got fans. They got the Nashville fans are all over there in front of the concession stand, and this is what Nashville does. It they put as many fans up on the sideline as they can, Mike, and make a lot of noise over there supporting the Scrappers.
Henry takes a snap, looking to throw, hits as he lets it go. It is incomplete. It's 4th down and 5.
Trey Broughton was all over him that time, and not only Broughton was there, Devin Kirk, and I tell you what, Henry was really lucky that ball wasn't intercepted because it was thrown up there for somebody to get, and Kalen Burks is right there, and all of a sudden the receiver turns into a D-back, or they throw a pick into the end zone. But Leopard come up with a stop, force them to attempt a field goal of approximately what, Mike? Let's see.
They're going to put the ball down at the 14, so it'll be a 24-yard attempt. Kick is away, and it's good.
And there's a flag.
You got a flag down.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker. Personal foul, roughing the kicker. I wish we had some replay. I didn't see it. They're going to take it. They've got a choice now here. It'll be roughing the kicker.
They call first down.
They call first down.
So it looked like it was going to be a 21-16 game, but now Nashville is going to get the ball at the 40-yard line to Malvern with 1st and goal.
You know, the Leopards have been all over those PATs. They blocked one, and just a lot of effort here on part of the Leopards to try to block that one. And I think the kicker did a good acting job, too.
Power eye formation. Well, really, it's offset power eye. Give the Green, right side, Green. Hit at the 5, but he'll be dropped at the 4. So no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Two of the linebackers thought it was 4th down, but they forgot to realize they had a 1st and 10. So Leopards got to do that 3 more times to get the ball back.
Henry again working out a shotgun. Has Green set up behind him. Here's the Green, near side. Green at the 5, hit at the 4, drop there.
Desjardins was out there and absolutely put a lick on him, along with Trey Broughton.
Brings up 3rd and goal now from the 4.
I'm sorry, it wasn't Don. It was Justin James Broughton and Javante Jones. They tried to go wide, and there was 3 Leopards out there, all of them. Jones, Broughton, and Jones. James.
One man split to the far side for Nashville. Henry again set up in shotgun. Takes the snap, takes the give, looking to throw. Far side, pass is tilted, incomplete, it's 4th down.
Yeah, once again, a great play out there by Trent Block with his speed. The ball had been thrown a little bit in front of him. Block would have had a pick 6. He reached back over behind him and deflected the ball. And the Leopard defense decided, you know, they're going to stop him here and make him at least try that field goal. I'll get out again. That field goal. I want to say PAT.
I was waiting and I ran out of patience.
That's easy to do with me, brother. I get stumble-bumbled here in a minute.
Oscar Herrera, the kicker for PA. for Nashville. Gets it in, and the kick is good. It's 21-16. That's why we thought we were going to be momentarily. It is 4:28 to go here in the third quarter. It's a 5-point ball game. You're listening to Malvern Leopard football.
This is Darcy with Modern Care Medical Sales and Rentals in Malvern. We are conveniently located in the Doctor's Complex by the Hot Spring County Hospital. Come by and see our large inventory of power chairs, lift chairs, wheelchairs, scooters, diabetic supplies, oxygen supplies, CPAP, braces, and supports. We are locally owned and operated with patient service and satisfaction as our #1 priority. Please come and see us or call us at 501-337-9503.
For 40 years, people have been coming to Western Sizzling for one thing: our flame-kissed steaks. Slow cooked, flame-kissed from the top and seared from the bottom to lock in the flavor. Topped off with our famous gold dust seasoning. It's what makes the difference. Flame-kissed, the definition of great steaks.
Gotta get to Western Sizzling. Yeah.
Back at Cardman Stadium, it's a 5-point game now as the Leopards lead 21-16. 4:28 to go here in the third quarter. The Leopards set to take the kickoff after a 8, 12, 22-yard field goal from Nashville. The Leopard defense stepped up big there. It looked like they were in a hole as Nashville had first and goal from the 40-yard line. The Leopard defense held up.
Well, it's time for the Leopard offense to step up now. The defense has done their job. Now it's time for the offense to pick it up.
High short kick, fielded at the 18-yard line. Across the 30 up to the 34-yard line. That's where Malvern will start 1st and 10. Malvern offense hadn't done a lot since early in the second quarter.
I don't even remember the last 1st and 10. So it's time for the Leopards to step up. Wolford's had some time. Then he's had some pressure on him. They changed their defensive. Looked like they changed their defensive tactics a little bit in the second quarter and really got some pressure on him that last series.
Twins right, split left, 2 backs in the backfield alongside Wolford. They're going to take the give. Now Wolford looking to throw, and he's going to be dropped back at the 25.
Austin's got to realize these are guys he can't get away from. They're very active and
big loss for the Leopards. Loss of
almost 10 yards.
About
9 yards, and that brings up second. They're going to call it 2nd and 18, and the Leopards once again have dug themselves into a hole they need to dig themselves out of.
Give underneath. Big run for Malvern. Hardiman across the 40 up to the 41-yard line.
Tim really hit the hole hard that time and hit it with a good hard run, and we've come to expect and see out of Hardiman every time he gets the ball. But nice run there to make a manageable 3rd and 3 out of this one. Leopards need to convert, keep things going their way.
Hardiman set up in the backfield. I formation for Malvern. Give up the middle. Hardiman hit as he gets to 41, and that's going to bring up 4th down for Malvern.
Well, the problem right there is the defensive line from the Scrappers won that battle against the offensive line, and there was no place to go. And, that's 2 3 and outs that the Leopards offense just can't do. Not against a team that's coming back on them and moving the ball on them, and
lays Malvern with 4th down and 2. Colton Welch set up to punt. Return man set up at the 25 for Nashville. Good snap. Welch gets the kick away. Nice kick. Angled towards the sideline. Bounds. And takes a Malvern roll inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line.
Once again, Lane Purefoy down there on the coverage to ground down the ball there inside the 10.
Malvern defense gets an advantageous place to start.
Yeah, the thing about it is now they really need a 3 and out here, and 2:25 left of this one. The lead has been cut to 21-16. The Leopards still lead. Just 2:25 left in the third quarter, and going deep into the third round of the state playoffs.
One man split left to the right for the Scrappers. Henry working out a shotgun as Green set up to his right. Turns, fakes to give to Green. Screen pass underneath. And tackle's going to be made at around the 10-yard line. They'll spot him just shy of the 10.
Block was out there on the play, and
brings up second. Got a long 9 for Nashville. Minute 54 to go here in the third quarter. Malvern leading 21-16. Henry working out a shotgun, looking over the middle. Now going to run it. And he is dropped at the 14-yard line.
Nice recovery there by Isaac Wright, the sophomore, the big defensive end for us. The 5'10", 240-pound sophomore. Brings up a big third down. The Leopards really need to get a 3 and out here and get the ball back and get a little better field position.
Nashville's got to get to about the Malvern 19 for a first. Henry again working out a shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. Just shy of the 20-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down for Nashville. You've got to assume they're going to punt here.
Well, you have to thank Devin Kirk and Trey Broughton for that. They really did just a bull rush and had their men. They were pushing their men back into the quarterback and had a man opening up a little bit, but couldn't get his feet set, Mike, and had to pull the trigger up before he was ready to.
Malvern deep men set up around midfield as Nashville set to punt. Set up awful deep, Ron.
Yes.
Kick is away. It's going to be kicked. Bounce at the 40-yard line. And it's going to take a Nashville roll to the 45, and Malvern's going to end up with outstanding field position at the Nashville 45.
Yeah, thank you, defense. The offense needs to thank the defense as they come off and switch places. Give them really good field position here at the Scrapper 45, and 1:04 left here in the third quarter. The Leopards continue to hang on to this 21-16 lead, and remind you, the Leopards haven't scored since early in the second quarter.
Malvern offense comes out. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Justin James in for Malvern as Austin Warford brings Dupree in motion. Gives to Dupree off the right side, cuts upfield, and he'll get up near the 40-yard line.
Nice play there by Jakiri Dupree. Once again, just looking for the hole, going through, looking for the hole, and finding one going through.
Holman in for Malvern, as is Hardiman and Bedford.
If you watched any of the Arkansas football game, Nashville's got their one safety as deep as LSU played their safety all day today. So I kind of give you an idea of what they're doing.
Second down, 6. Fake the give. Now Warford on the keeper is going to get up to about the 37, 38-yard line. Leave the Leopards with third down and about 3.
Depends on this, yeah, 3rd and 3. I thought big third down again. The Leopards have been a while. We're going to have to wait till the fourth quarter to convert this third down. Into 3. The Leopards lead this one 21-16. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after these messages.
I like working at Sykes because I get to help people. Helping people is a big part of what I'm about, what I like to do.
I like working at Sykes because it's a good learning environment and everybody is just wonderful. They work with you. Everybody's nice. It's just a good place to work.
We'll see you at Sykes.
Hi folks, I'm Darrell Teeter and I support the Leopards all the way. You need to support the local talent and also the local businesses. And remember what Teeter says, the more we spend on our youth, the less we'll spend on prisons later. So let's keep the kids busy and keep them happy. Let's do our job and support and give the boys a great feeling and fill these bleachers full every night. So come to the ball game and come to Teeter's. We'll see you later.
Back at Clarkman Stadium, 21-16, Malvern leads as we start the fourth quarter of play. Malvern offense going to have the ball. Third down at about 3.5. Leopards need to get over the 35-yard line of Nashville for the first down.
Yeah, you have to wonder if something happens, the Leopards don't make it if they're in 4-down territory. Mikey's shaking his head. Yes, I have a tendency to agree, particularly with the way our defense has played the last two series.
Wolford under center, has Hardeman. Now they do a switch. Trips right. Wolford going to keep it right side over the 30-yard line. He's got the first down.
Nice call there by Coach Fogelman and Coach Reeves. One of those situations where the trips right, everybody looks for a pass, and that was a quarterback keeper all the way.
All the way. Walker was never looking to throw that ball as Leopards is set up in a run formation, then split out three guys to right. Twins right now, split left. Hardeman set up to Warford's left. Give is to Hardeman up the middle. Hardeman over the 25. Hardeman down to the 16-yard line. It's another first down for the Leopards.
Well, what Hardeman was able to do there is what there in the second quarter that the Scrappers were able to. He found one seam, and I want to tell you something. You give Tim Hardeman a seam as hard as he runs, and he's going to run. Not only that, he ran over a safety in the corner that took him to bring him down. Big first down for the Leopards.
First down and 10 from just outside the 15-yard line. Wolford takes a snap. Going to keep it left side, trying to get to the outside. Cuts upfield, and he'll be drugged down up around the 6-yard line.
Wow, they're slow on their whistles, too. Mercy.
We'll be very near the first down marker. We'll wait on the spot.
Wolford's the kind of big and tough, though. You know, number 10's the first one to bounce out of there, and he took a pretty good beating on that play, but here he comes bouncing back. Nice play, nice run by Austin.
Second down and a yard for Malvern. Ball at the 7-yard line. Wolford again working out a shotgun. Gives to Hardeman. Hardeman got the first down. The coaches to a riot are screaming they had too many men on the field. The coach is still yelling at there it is. I mean, they 12 men on the field for Nashville, and that's going to give Malvern additional yardage.
And it took, I'm going to tell you something, it took the Malvern coaching staff screaming at them from the sideline and whatever, and I'm like, this has been a very, very, very fair officiated ball game, and
not just a ton of flags.
Not a ton of flags, and the spots have been good. This has been a really good crew, and you know, the back judge, if he forgets to count, you know, the guy could have been standing somewhere, but it is a back judge's duty to find out, you know, whether there's how many men are on the ball.
Legal participation called against.
I cannot even say that, so I'm not going to say it. Legal precipitation.
Legal precipitation.
We'll through that in between. I'm not going back.
It was leading illegally.
Nice first and goal for the Leopards.
First and goal from the 3-yard line. Wolford working out a shotgun as Hardeman set up to his right. Give to Hardeman, and he's hit immediately. Not sure he got anywhere. May have lost a yard.
Nothing there. I tell you, right down at the bottom of that pile was a, I can't get his number, but looks like he's about 5'9", 5'10", about 250, 60 pounds, and he's been a plug in there all evening.
Justin James now set up behind Warford. Give to James, right side. James hit. Battling towards the goal line, finally knocked back. They're going to put him at the 2-yard line. It's going to leave Malvern with 3rd and goal.
Malvern keeps pounding on that interior line, and
James coming out,
and
as is Dupree.
James going back in along with Holman goes back in, and
Dupree back out there as well.
So no telling what you're going to see with Holman in there.
Now Hardeman coming out from Malvern. Devontae Jones split to the far side. Bryson Barnes to the near side. Jameson up in a blocking position, set up offset to the right. Pitch, near side. Dupree trying to find the corner at the 5. Touchdown, Malvern!
Nice run, but you carried Dupree. That was just designed. I'm going to tell you something. No number 7 out there. Hard-nosed number 7. He's out there leading the way, and Jakari does an excellent job of finding that corner. Big score for the Leopards here. 9:05 left in this ball game, and they go back up by 11, hoping to make it 12.
Jesus Torres on the kick for Malvern. Jake Golden on the hold. Good snap, good hold. The kick's away. It is good. Leopards lead now 28-16. 9:05 to go in the ball game. You're listening to Malvern Leopard football.
For 40 years, people have been coming to Western Sizzling for one thing: our flame-kissed steaks. Slow cooked, flame-kissed from the top and seared from the bottom to lock in the flavor. Topped off with our famous gold dust seasoning. It's what makes the difference. Flame-kissed, the definition of great steaks.
Gotta get to Western Sizzling. Yeah.
Are plumbing problems too big for you to handle? Call Pure Flow Plumbing for all types of plumbing needs. Call us at 501-467-0095. We are open from 8 to 4:30, and we are available 24 hours for emergencies. Pure Flow Plumbing says, "Go Leopards!"
Back at Cardman Stadium, Leopards with a 28-16 lead. 9:05 to go in this ball game. And Leopards set to kick off. A 2-yard run from Jakiri Dupree extended this Leopard lead. Now out to 12 points. Torres kick is away. Short kick fielded out to 15. Across the 20, 25, and tackle made at the 35.
Another Summit back.
8:56 to go in this ball game as Nashville comes out. They're going to get the ball at the 36-yard line. Malvern defense looked good on the last series. Looking for that again.
Yeah, they can go ahead and get a 3 and out here and put that Leopard offense back out there and
try to soft this one away.
Yeah, kind of get this away. This big series here. The Leopards need to go ahead and keep them out of the end zone, keep them off the scoreboard.
Hendry working out a shotgun. Takes the give, going to keep it himself. Up the middle. Hendry up to the 40-yard line. Let's spot him there. Pick up a 4.
I tell you what, Henry doesn't look like a really big kid, but Joel Henry's really got some really good drive, and not only that, we're going to see that kid next year because he's only a junior, and we got our junior, and we got their junior, and 2 really good high school quarterbacks.
Second down 6, almost 7 for Nashville as they come out. Going to have twins to the right, looks like probably twins to the left as well. Green sets up to Hendry's left as he works out a shotgun. Drops straight back, looking to throw over the middle. Has time now, hitting the backfield and drops.
Well, I want to tell you something. Lawton was all over him there and had his hands on him, and he gets a really good assist there by Isaac Wright. But I can't say enough about corners. I want to tell you something. Marcel Bedford in the safety, of course, Caitlin Burks.
Javante
Jones on the other side, and Josh Williams over there. They had him covered up. He just didn't have any place to go, with that quick slant. And nice coverage, nice job by the D-backs. Big third down here for the Leopards.
Hendry again working out a shotgun. Twins trips right, looking to his right. Plenty of time, now he's going to keep it. Hendry across the 35, hit it to 37, dropped it to 38.
Well, I tell you, you talk about the speed of these Leopards. Number 43, we don't, that's Trent Block, of course. But once again, I just keep being impressed at how well and how Devin Kirk's motor is just going all the time. That's number 54 out there when you watch us tomorrow on channel 13 on 7 Link.
3-man front for Malvern as Hendry sets up. Gets a pooch kick away, short kick. And that will take a Nashville roll and be down at the 37-yard line.
Big series here with the Leopards, 6 minutes and 56 seconds. They got their 3 and out. And now the Leopards, if the Leopards can get a couple of 1st and 10s and keep that clock moving and move the ball, we can pick up a very, very hard-fought victory. But basically 7 minutes left in this one. A lot of football left to play in there, Mike.
Absolutely. 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Malvern leading 28-16 as the offense comes out. Ball on the far hash mark as the Leopards come out offensively. Give right side to Dupree. Off over the 45. He'll have a big gain on first down. Leave the Leopards about 2 yards shy of the first.
Well, once again, Ja'Carry Dupree is just not going to go down. He was in a scrum and had some guys had a hold of him and just kept those legs going, bowed up that back, lowered that head, and picked up an extra 3 or 4 yards or even more than that. And put the Leopards in short down here on second, what we got, Mike, 2.
2nd and 2 for Malvern as they come back to the line of scrimmage. Jones and Barnes split to the far side. One man splits to the near side. Warford takes a snap. Give right side. That's Hardeman. Hardeman's got the first down and more. Along the right sideline. Run out of bounds at the 25.
I tell you what, that looked like Darren McFadden stiff arm right there about the 35-yard line. And when Tim did that with his strength and his hard run, he picked up another 7 or 8 yards after that. Big 1st and 10 for the Leopards. 6:01 or 6 minutes left this one. Leopards lead them 28-16 and wanted to add some more to it, Mike.
Ball spotted at the 27-yard line. It is 1st and 10. Barnes split to the far side. 2 receivers split to the near side. That's Jones and Bedford. They're going to give Dupree off the left side. Dupree spins out of a tackle. Across the 35 down to about the 34-yard line.
Nice yardage. Dupree got hit again. Ja'Carry got hit again. And instead of going down, picked up 2.5, 3 yards. And nice yardage for the Leopards.
Gain of 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7. As Dawn and Hardeman come in for Malvern. 5:30 to go here in this ball game. Twins right, split left. 2 backs in the backfield along with Warford. Warford checking the play clock. Now takes it. Give up the middle. Hardeman, he's upended over the 25-yard line. They'll spot him at about the 22. He's going to leave Malvern with 3rd down and about 4. Warford looking at the sidelines like the Leopards are going to stay with the same offensive personnel. Clock continues to roll inside 5 minutes now. Big first down for Malvern if they can get it here. 3rd down and 4. 1 man split the right to the left. Hardeman and Dupree in the backfield along with Warford. Warford takes a snap, gives Dupree left side, looking to get to the corner. He's upended at the 20-yard line. It's going to be shy of the first down by a couple of 3 yards.
Yeah, that was a nice play there by the defensive end for the Scrappers to stop that one. Big 4th down here. The Leopards look like they're going to go for it. And
4th down and about 2.5, almost 3 yards. Warford and company stay on the field. We're near the 4-minute mark to go. Leopards leading 28-16. 2 men split to left, 1 to the right.
Kind of expect a runner pass here out of the quarterback.
Warford looking to throw. Now going to keep it up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle. He's got the first down and more.
There you are. That's what an Austin Warford can do for you. Honestly, folks, any average quarterback would have been stopped in the backfield for a loss. Austin keeps his head, twirls, makes a great move, and puts the Leopards deep in scoring position here. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Easy for me to say. Clock running with 3:45. Leopards leading 28-16. Looking to add on to it with 1st and 10 at the 10. At the 13. I'm sorry.
Warford working out a shotgun. 2 receivers spread left. Gives up the middle. Nothing doing there for Dupree, and he'll be stopped 3:25 to go. Clock still rolling. Dupree is going to be stopped for a loss on the play of about a yard. Ball's moved back to the 15, so about a yard and a half loss.
Yeah, well, Leopards can pick up one more 1st and 10 in this series. Nashville's got two timeouts left, and but they need 2 scores to get. They need to score twice here in the next 3 minutes to tie this one up.
Warford working out a shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. Fakes to give, going to keep left side. Fumble the ball, and Nashville comes up with it. Tackle made at the 45-yard line. The Scrappers are going to get the ball with 2:46 to go.
That was just the one thing that the Leopards could not do, turn the ball over, and we got a Leopard down.
Player down on the far side. Coaching staff going to take a look. We're going to take a short break. It's 28-16. Malvern leads. 2:46 to go in this football game.
Everybody wants to know, what is your favorite thing about Larry's Pizza in Malvern?
I don't know about you, but I like their fresh ingredients in their homemade pizzas.
Well, I like their all-you-can-eat buffets on Tuesday and Friday nights.
How many pepperonis are on one slice of pizza at Larry's?
About like 6 to 7.
Larry's Pizza in Malvern is open Tuesday through Sundays from 11 to 9 o'clock. Their buffets are on Tuesday and Friday nights at 5.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
You believe this? My bank sends me this letter saying I don't have free checking anymore, and now I gotta pay $8 a month. Forget them. Malvern National Bank has free checking, and I switched. Why not? Free mobile and online banking, a free MasterCard debit card, free e-statements, write all the checks I want, free. No minimum balance. Get serious, I'm not paying some bank $8 a month for checking when I get the same thing at Malvern National for free. There's free checking at Malvern National Bank, and that's what I want.
Back at Crawdad Stadium, Leopards leading 28-16, 2:46 to go. Nashville taking over after the Malvern fumble. They're going to get the ball at their own 37-yard line. Henry working out a shotgun. Twins left, split right. Henry drops back, looking to throw. Screen pass underneath is complete. Up near midfield, tackle made at the 49-yard line. And that will the clock will stop as the chains are moved. First down for Nashville.
Nice stop in there, Trent block, really, because that screen was a crossing screen running against the grain, and Trent really did a good job staying there to stop it after 10 yards.
Henry again working out a shotgun. Option near side. Henry going to keep. Henry. Ball's way off the football. The Leopards are going to come up with it. With 2:24 to go, so Nashville turns it back over to the Leopards.
I don't know what has he went in there. Looked like one of the Leopards had reached in and strepped the ball up and went up in the air and right into a Leopard's arm, and I couldn't tell which one it was. Nice, once again, nice stand by that Leopard defense.
Now the Nashville crowd starting to make a walk to the exits. It's going to be a long ride home to Nashville.
Well, I've got to tell you this much. You know, Nashville has come a long way from where they started in the season with some new kids, and they've really improved. This isn't over yet.
Give off the right side. Hardeman stiff arm, and he's going to be brought down just shy of midfield. Getting a score now. If I can get that pulled back up. Farmington leading, I believe.
Farmington, it was 16 to something. McGee had the lead.
19-16 right now, Farmington. In the third quarter. Second down, 8-4, Malvern. Give Dupree, left side. Dupree across midfield. Dupree's got the first down as he gets to the 40-yard line of Nashville.
All right, I'm closing the book on this one, Mikey. We're going to wait and find out what happens between Farmington and McGee. McGee wins. We go to McGee next Friday night for the semifinals. Farmington holds on and Beeston McGee will be right back here at Claude Mann for the semifinals in the Class 4A playoffs. Hopefully headed to Little Rock, but we got to get this one in the win column. And then
you've already closed the book.
I closed the book on this one. It's in the win column. We got to get next week.
Ball's spotted just shy of the 38. It's 1st and 10 for Malvern. Minute 20 to go. Malvern leading 28-16. Warford works out a shotgun, turns, gives. Up the middle, that's Justin James. James hit after a pickup of about a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
I tell you, I know we both went down at halftime. Outstanding crowd here for these Malvern Leopards as we go deeper into the playoffs. Leopards, I don't know the history, and Steve Laverne's listening to me. I think that the only time the Leopards have ever been to the state finals is when they won, and I don't know that we've been to the semifinals other than the time we won. If we did, it was early on in Coach Alpe's regime, and I just don't think.
That was what, the 1800s?
Yeah, well, I think when the Leopards, when they won it in '96, that was, and obviously the deepest they'd gone, but I don't think we'd been past the quarters, if memory serves me right. But Leopards look like we're going to come out of this one. I don't see the walking wounded. And it's one thing that's really been important to this ball club, Mike, is we stayed well late into this season, and
Minute 9 to go in this football game. Nashville had taken a time out there, so the clock stops with a minute 9 to go. 2nd and 9 for Malvern. They come back out. Warford again working out a shotgun, turns and gives to Hardiman up the middle. Hardiman with a big gain. Up across the 30, up to the 28-yard line. Looks like he's going to have the first down for Malvern.
Nashville came in and really put up a valiant effort. Quite honestly, this could have been a really dogfight had they not turned that ball over so quick there early on, Mike, and spotted the Leopards to a 21-point lead. But the Leopards have come out here in this second half, quite honestly, and they've outplayed them. They've outplayed by, golly, just a touchdown so far, and held them to a field goal. But just the Leopards' offense has done well too.
Give up the middle again. This is Hardiman. Hardiman will be brought down along the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to roll now. 32 seconds to go in the ball game.
Depends on when they start that. Looks like the Leopards probably will not have to snap the ball again. This one's over, folks.
And that will do it for this one at Claude Mann. The Leopards are going to take on. We're going to go play another game in the playoffs. Not sure yet if they'll be home or away for that one.
We will be with you next Friday night, either from McGee or right here at Claude Mann Stadium. And the way this one's going down in, I believe it's in McGee. It could go, I don't know whether. Anyway, could go either way.
Farmington leading that one, the last report we had.
So anyway, the Leopards take another big step toward going to Little Rock in a couple weeks.